Everybody ready? You ready? You guys ready? You ready? I'm ready. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody today? Enjoying ECOG-ACRIN? We're almost to the finish line. Last couple meetings. My name is Stephanie Reyes. I am the Oncology Nursing Committee co-chair. I am with Georgia ENCOR, and it is my pleasure to be with you all today at this combined session. One of the goals of this is actually our first combined session since the pandemic. And so what we would always do to those who might be new or have joined ECOG-ACRIN since that time, since the pandemic, we always try to have educational sessions at the Oncology Nursing Committee as well as the combined session with continuing education for nurses and pharmacists and CRAs who might have SOCR certification or need CEs for other reasons. So this first time back, we just have the hour, and so we're going to have the still educational symposium, but no CE. So we are hoping to bring that back in the spring. We rotate who is in charge of the symposium, so I have the chairs of the other committees, and I will let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Bridget O'Brien. I'm the chair of the nursing committee, and so we're happy you're all here with us today. We also have our nursing committee still coming up this afternoon, but wait, there's more, at 12 o'clock today. Please join us as well. And we have an education symposium with our illustrious Erica Casella joining us today talking about biotherapeutics, which should be really interesting, as well as some study spotlights. So anybody who's maybe new to ECOG and hasn't joined in the nursing committee, please talk to Stephanie or I. We're happy to talk to you more about it. We love to have liaisons to all of our different disease committees to review protocols, and we are always looking for more support with that. We think it's a really essential part of nursing input here at ECOG-ACRIN. Thanks.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm Christine Jerome. I'm chair of the CRA core committee for ECOG-ACRIN. My committee is a little what is it? CRAs, right? But our CRA committee kind of captures people that are, data managers. They could be clinical research coordinators, quality assurance people like myself. So we have, I'm the chair, we have a co-chair, and then we have 13 other members on our committee. And our members are from institutions that are large academic institutions, small community sites, NCOR sites, labs, so we have a good variety on our committee. And our goal is to provide education to the fellow CRAs in the group. So we do ask for any suggestions for topics for future meetings, because we do run our CRA session. We had it yesterday at noon, so hopefully you were able to attend and got value out of that. So we're always looking for topics for future meetings. Next time around, I believe the Education Symposium will be featured from our group. We'll be working in combination with the other committees as well, so please let us know. And then another goal we have too is we review protocols, case report forms for studies in development, so we work closely with ECOG-ACRIN disease groups as well. So we really try to be involved and be mindful of what's being developed, how would it work for us at our institution. So we are going to be electing some new members very soon, so stay tuned. We'll have, I think, probably 5 or 6 new members joining our core. So those announcements will probably be coming in the next week or two. So anyone that's here that applied, you'll be hearing very soon. Sorry, it was a little bit longer of an election period than we were expecting. So thank you for attending today.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Verna Alawete. I work at the Johns Hopkins Hospital. I'm chair of the pharmacy committee. So our pharmacy committee currently, what we like to do is information sharing, whether or not it's things that have come up at various institutions in regards to like recall notices, how to manage drug shortages, to what things have happened on a recent audit, either from our cooperative groups colleagues or from other bodies, including maybe FDA or some of the commercial studies. What are they concerned of? What can we address? We try to offer folks standardized SOPs that we've developed that have come from audit findings. The auditors asking, do you have an SOP for this? And maybe they don't, especially some of our smaller sites that don't necessarily have a full IDS pharmacist that's available to them. And we try to offer them support by having some of those SOPs available. So we have representation from the large academic centers, from pharmacists that are more clinical, folks that are really truly embedded in the IDS space, and then some of our smaller entities that have hybrid roles where they are frontline pharmacists in addition to being in IDS. So always welcome to hear what other disciplines would like from support from the pharmacy committee. We are always looking to make clinical trials easier. So hopefully we'll get some really great ideas for future meetings like this, especially as we reconstitute the educational portion of this combined session.
And where can people find those SOPs?
They are on the ECOG website.
Yes, they're very, very good SOPs. At my site, we've adopted all of them into our pharmacy SOP, so helps us stay compliant with audits too. So, which we'll be having an audit discussion at the end of this. Okay. It's the password protected ECOG-ACRIN website. So it's the older website. So you do have to request access. I understand that the website is going to be redesigned. So you could ask, do you know if you have the access to the password protected site? I understand soon it'll be like other groups where you log in with your CTEP IAM credentials rather than the special username and password that the ECOG-ACRIN password protected site uses at this time.
And then did you just search SOPs, or is it under a specific tab?
It's under the pharmacy committee tab. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so with that, we'll go ahead and invite our first presenter up to the podium. That is using the EA drug request submission application, Amanda Logan.
Hi, good morning. My name's Amanda, and I'm going to show you how to use the EA drug request application. I don't know if you can even see me over this, but, you know, I'm like having trouble seeing you guys, that's why, so. Oh, there we go. Trying to be a little bit more friendly. Okay. One thing I do want to let you know is that we are revamping the application to try and make it more user-friendly for everyone. I'm going to show you the screenshots that are part of the slides are actually from the new application update, so I'll point out some of the differences and you'll be able to see what's hopefully coming up in the next month or so. Okay. It won't advance.
Oh, the clicker.
Oh, the clicker.
Apologies.
Let's try it again. Oh, there we go.
Do that too.
Okay. So to sign into the application, you can just go to the website on the screen. It's the same website. That's not going to change. You can use your CTEP IAM user ID and password, or ID me sign in if you signed up for that. So when you do sign in, this is the top of the screen that you'll see. It will be blank when you see it, and you'll enter you enter your protocol ID and the patient sequence number. And then with the new update, you'll be able to select the different protocols that'll be added from the drop-down and enter the patient sequence number, and then just click search. I do want to point out up at the top, there is a help button that'll take you to a guide that'll answer all your questions, walk you through everything that you need to know. So after you click search, the top of the screen will populate with the step, the arm, the initials, And down where the yellow arrow is, it'll show you that's where you would click to get the study drug request form. An important thing to note is if the patient is not fully registered in open, then the form won't be accessible, and there's no way that we can bypass that for you until the patient meets all the requirements for enrollment. I think I forgot. Oh, yeah, so when you click on the drug request form, it'll take you to a screen that looks like this. All the items that are marked on the screen with the red asterisks are required, and you'll need to fill that in. But the top of the form, under the patient data, everything up there will already be pre-populated for you on the forms, the new form and the old way. Then you'll just go in, fill everything out. We do want to point out that it's nice if you would allow up to 3 days for your shipment to be received at your site. For the secondary information down on the bottom corner, we ask that you please use a phone number and an email address that we can actually reach somebody at, like if that person's out for the day or whatever. Put your own information in there because that's who we're going to contact if we have any problems or questions. You want to select the destination ID under delivery information, the drop down there for where you'd like your shipment to go, because sometimes we understand that your CTEP ID for one location doesn't match where the patient's actually got registered. But wherever you want your drug to get shipped, that's the ID that we'd like you to select. And the site ID is your CTEP ID. Okay. When you scroll down, you'll have to select the number of vials and the current treatment cycle that the patient is on. After you enter that information, you click Review. The information here is going to be transferred over to any supplemental documents on the new application. So that's going to eliminate the need for everybody to fill out the Janssen form and then upload that, and it'll eliminate all the problems that you have with that form. So you click Review Order, and it'll bring you to this screen where you'll be able to review everything. The main screen shows you the information that you just entered, and then right next to that it says File 1. If you click there, it'll show you any supplemental form that was filled in based on the information that you entered. And this is the form that was populated with the information that was entered on the ECOG-ACRIN drug form. And like I said, it eliminates the need for you to upload the Janssen form and all the problems that you have with that. Currently, when you're filling out the Janssen form, some of the big problems that people seem to always stumble over is the site identification next to it. It says NA, which would lead you to think that it's not applicable, but we do need that information. And the information that you enter there is your CTEP ID number. Under the shipping information, it just says address. A lot of sites will commonly leave out their city, state, and zip code. We need that information entered there on the Janssen form because that's how the distributor gets the shipment to you. And the other issue is the quantity needs to match the number of vials that you enter into the ECOG-ACRIN form on the previous screen. So as long as all that information is there and everything matches up, we shouldn't have any problems getting everything, and you won't hear from us at all. Okay. So at the very bottom, you'll see the 2 blue circles to either go back if you need to make a change, or the Submit Order. You can go ahead and click that if everything's fine. Once you click Submit Order, you'll receive an email notification that your order's been approved and sent to the distributor once everything's done. But if there's a problem, you'll receive an email from us explaining what corrections are needed. You'll log into the application, and the most important thing is scroll all the way to the bottom. That's where you'll find this section here. So this way you don't have to start making a new order or anything, and it avoids confusion. So the form that you would click on says Make Changes in bright blue. You click on that. The screen will pop up. You make the corrections that you need, and then you would review the form and submit the order like you would when you're placing the initial order. A new feature that's being added is a drug transfer request form. This is on the first page underneath where you find the study drug request form. Right there next to the arrow, it just says transfer request form. The transfer of drug is allowed for open label studies, and we ask that you submit the transfer request and wait for the confirmation before you do any transferring of drug for the patients. This is what the drug transfer request form looks like. Very similar to ordering. Big difference is under delivery, it's NA. So if you see where it says enter your shipping information, you're on the wrong screen. You'll need to go to this one. Everything's pre-populated across the top. You will need to enter the primary investigator's information and the secondary coordinator, pharmacist, research nurse information. Then you would scroll down to the bottom and enter in the information about the amount of drug that's being transferred. One thing that I believe is going to change is at the very bottom where it says patient drug is being transferred from, where you need to enter the patient that's giving the drug. That's going to be moved to the top of the screen to make it a little bit more user-friendly. Then you'll review everything by clicking the Review Order button at the bottom, which will take you to the screen, which looks similar to the other one. You'll review everything, and once the drug transfer request is approved, an email will be sent from the application confirming their approval with the attachment of the transfer form.